What's going on? Welcome to another edition of Hustlers Kung Fu Live, hosted by your hustling godfather, Glendon Cameron, serial entrepreneur. What we do here is we teach you how to make money, we talk about the economy, and boy, do I have a burner for you tonight. What we're about to get off into. Also, I got something new for you guys. Actually, I have two things. For those of you who want to be part of the YouTube course, the first section's done. The links are below. Plus, something for these uncertain times. I am creating the Critical Mindset course. If you enrolled in B School for Hustlers, I'm going to send you a link to that course. And it's probably going to kick off tomorrow, between tomorrow and Sunday, because I'm going to do it and I'm probably going to do a live webinar with that. So you want to be sure to go ahead and get that. All right, so one of the things we need to do is get some more people in the room. And hopefully my internet doesn't crap out on me like it did this morning, which was kind of crazy. But so we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. We got a lot of stuff to dig into, and we have a lot of things. Also, for those of you who want to, right now, the world is crazy. Just keeping it a buck. The world is crazy, and we've got probably a few more weeks of madness and uncertainty. The state of Pennsylvania just shut down all non essential businesses, and we've got a whole bunch of stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. They're trying to give y'all more money. Stimulus checks of 1,200 per person, 2,400 per couple post as $1 trillion response plan takes shape. They trying to. I mean, this thing is happening. You're going to get a check, and also let's just talk about these checks. Right now, we have people who are not working. We have people in the gig economy who are not working unless you're doing Uber and DoorDash, because hotel workers have been laid off. We've got truckers who've been laid off. Like, there's a whole thing with the whole trucking thing. Trucking is hard. And with trucking comes a lot of hardship. And with the closing of these rest stops and it's just made it harder. So you got a lot of people out there who are going to jump in that truck because they need money. But once they get comfortable, they're going to seek a way to get out that truck. That's what I fully expect. But no, rest assured, this money's coming. The Democrats and the Republicans are in one accord, and they're agreeing about putting out this money. So expect this money to be coming to you in April. Now, I suspect if you're a high income earner, you're not going to get a check. I don't know what the details are, but this is locked. This is baked in. They're going to do this. They're making this happen. They're not bickering. They're not fighting. They're not doing the crazy stuff they're doing. Because here's something else, and this is why they're doing it. Claims for unemployment benefits spike. All right, once again, I got an email from the Georgia Department of Labor talking about guidelines, how, if I had any employees, how I would have them go for benefits, because the job numbers for this month are going to suck. Just go ahead and put it bluntly. They're going to suck. And we've got a lot of stuff that's going on. And once again, Marriott, which has like 1.4 million rooms, they're laying off a bunch. They're laying off tens of thousands of people. Tens of thousands of people who work for Marriott no longer have a job, and this is going to go. And also, once again, be sure to go ahead and get on this Savage Finance. I got an additional video dropping tomorrow. I'm going to speed up that because I think this stuff needs to be said. It needs to be put out. So be sure to go check out Savage Finance. And let's see what's going on. I don't think it's free money. Hey, put that money in your emergency funds. What's going on? What's going on? Well, the cat shortchange is this is your money you're going to have to pay back in the future. All right, Stefan. That's cool. Lonnie, there's 11,000 confirmed cases in the U.S. right now. Literally tripled. William Newsom, it has to be per month. One time will not work. We will see. Tracy, my job is closed until May 31st. Wow, sorry to hear that. Once it went from 5,700 people, it's very fast spreading. Wow, sorry to hear that, Tracy. Gavin Davis found 4 articles on trucking industry. Oh yeah, they're closing these rest stops, man. They're shutting them down. Well, they're going to keep running the trucks. It's just going to be difficult. You know, anyone who's in the truck, it's going to be unduly hard. All right, these cents, get on that website. And then I don't really know the answer to that question. If you make 75K, you don't qualify. If you make over 99K, you get nothing pretty much. Logic reigns supreme. They're going to be coming with these checks, man. They're going to be coming with these checks. 75 single, 150 married couple. Devon Reeves. Yeah, I know. Socialism sucks until you need a check. See the MG Grand News, 70,000 employees. He wants a bailout. Oh, a lot of these corporations going to be lining up for bailouts. Agent J. Poole, I really wonder about that. Thank you. Mike Elliott, this is exactly what happened for the Great Depression. Dynamis, Dave Ramsey finally admitted there's a problem with the market still deny about the fullness of the situation. There's a lot of people in denial. Are this the child support's still getting paid? Hey, Jeremiah Ham, because I really don't know if business owners or self-employed people are going to get this check. But also in the news today, which is kind of crazy. Erica, at a truck stop right now, all restaurants attached to the rest stops can have folks inside 3 at a time because truckers can't use the drive-through. Hey, also, this is something else that happened. Bitcoin's making a comeback. It's very interesting to see what's going to happen with this because the markets kind of bounced back a little bit today, but they're still down compared to where they were when Trump took the office. I mean, they're back where they were when Trump took office. So with these, because expect this to go on with the stock markets, expect this to be going on. But here is something a little crazy. The dollar is the safe haven asset right now. Surging US dollar is the next big headache for the world economy. The dollar is kicking butt right now. And these other markets, currencies are collapsing. The dollar is like, if you're doing Forex trading and you're not trading the dollar, you're losing money. I mean, the dollar is at an all-time high. Investors are fleeing emerging markets in record numbers and piling into the safe haven greenback with 2 emergency interest rate cuts this month by the Federal Reserve does nothing to diminish the dollar's appeal. It's kind of funny, but people are piling in the U.S. dollar because the petrodollar is based upon the U.S. dollar. So the U.S. cash money is the safe haven asset. Once again, the U.S. dollar is rock solid right now, and it's kicking other currencies' butts. So this is something that's unprecedented. It's kind of crazy what's going on. But once again, what I want you guys to do, let's see. Let's go back. Jesse, yeah, those Airbnb properties about to be on fire sale. Mike Elliott, a lot of people in denial. Honey Bunny, my city has reminded people who are already at home not to let their kids play outside together. Wow. Grantmaster, yeah, I saw Dave Ramsey. He had did his check talking about the coronavirus, how he was still going on his cruise. A lot of people, the good old boy American network, the good old boy, America's rock solid America. The reality is this thing is real. And once again, because, on my Savage Finance, I'm not recommending that you jump into the stock market. I got a video out that's popping off tomorrow that's going to give you guys some guidance on what you should be doing with your money. Because right now, we're in uncharted waters. Right now, we have some crazy stuff that's going on. Right now, we have massive disruption. We have massive global disruption. We are in a state where people are panicking. We're in a state because who's really going to be hurt by this are poor people. There were poor people who are already in an economically fragile situation, and this is going to take some of them out. Just to be facts. I mean, you're going to get like a safeguard because they're not going to be able to evict you. They're not going to be able to foreclose on your home. They're not going, and they're not going to cut your power off if you can't pay your bills because this is unprecedented. However, there's still going to be some problems because let's say you're not paying your rent. They're not kicking you out. All right. You still don't have no money. And like some people put in the comments, this government stimulus may need to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 checks. I mean, because right now, all of the guys who run the personal finance channels is like everything's on sale. And one of the things is they're saying this based upon recent history. If we were to go way back and were to look at the stock market during the Great Depression, if we were to look at the stock market during times of, because right now I feel like we are in a situation where we're dealing with stuff that our grandparents dealt with. Our grandparents, our great grandparents dealt with the Great Depression. They dealt with food lines. They dealt with shortages. They dealt with high unemployment. And we're about to see that come back. We're about to see that. And once again, yeah, Dave is going to have to reverse some of his recent comments. Jay Preston, I don't think there will be a slowdown for the trains. Matthew Rakin, I'll keep talking about this once we get more information. Julio Torres, hey, they're not fighting over this, man. Jameer Hampton, you're going to be able, if you're a business owner that has been listening to your hustling godfather for the last 2 years, I said this was coming. This is public record. You could go back and you could see the recession talk videos. And I was telling people to get ready for this. And if you're ready, you're going to come out on the other side of this rich. You're going to come out on the other side of this wealthy. You're going to come out on the other side of this with a pocket full of money. Yeah, Bitcoin has kind of made its way back. Let's see. What the heck? All right, Jamar, make that marketing money. Yeah, once again, I recommend people stay away from Bitcoin. Well, we will see. Show up lifestyle, they're not going to put that money in cryptocurrency. March Madness ain't happening this year. Erica Williams, that video just, once again, I posted that because right now there's a bunch of kids in Florida on spring break and they're doing everything. They're not practicing social distancing. They all up on each other. They're getting drunk. They're having wild monkey double back flips and they're doing all this wild stuff. Lonnie, I've been screaming at my friends to stop investing in the stock market to sit on your cash. Pretty much. Tracy, they've been canceling cruises left and right. I see that. Greg Murray. Kirk Johnson. Once again, be sure to check out Savage Finance. I got a video coming out tomorrow. Dang, Agent J Poole. I talked to a friend today who's a tenant. F-bombed her and said he wasn't paying any rent because she couldn't kick her out. Folks are clowning all. I already knew. Because, see, this is what's going to happen. Many people who are in the lower economic strata are going to see this as a come up. I don't have to pay rent. They ain't kicking me out. Oh, I don't pay my utilities. They ain't cutting my utilities off. These folks are going to clown. I already knew that was going to happen. I already knew that was going to happen. DSF Music, you called it. Those them high hustles, especially digital hustlers, are showing to be a blessing. Pretty much, man. Rodney L. Johnson, I don't think they're going to hold your money hostage if you owe the Internal Revenue Service. Then again, I don't know. I bet prepper channels are blowing up. Yep. I'm not messing with Forex or stocks. Richard just left the gun range, shooting people up, and all they're buying ammo left and right. Eric Williams Jr., everyone's getting put out. Tracy Stevens, that's funny. Honey Bunny, yeah, because right now, this is right now, but once again, once everything straightens up, you're going to see. So once again, I was talking about golden parachutes because Stefan had asked, because this morning I got cut off because my internet just crapped out on me. But all of these CEOs who got out of Dodge and exercised their stock options way before all this happened, they had to know something was up. They had to know something was coming. They had to, because never have this many CEOs willingly just stepped down and got out the game. And they have something that's called a golden parachute. When the CEO signs up to work for a company, they sign a contract, and the contract stipulates what's going to happen if they get fired, what's going to happen if they quit. They work all this stuff out. And any way that you slice it, they walk away with tens of millions of dollars. Tens of millions of dollars in stock options and money and cash and bonuses. So these CEOs will never have to work ever again. It's kind of like, Les Miles, who used to be the football coach for LSU. LSU fired him in the middle of his contract, and they still had to pay him millions of dollars per year, even though he wasn't doing anything. Urban Meyer still getting paid from Ohio State. This is these contracts, these deals these guys sign. Kevin Davis, that was the big message of the video that's going to drop tomorrow. Because everybody's talking about stocks are cheap, stocks are cheap. Right now, you have people out there who currently don't have a savings account. You got people here on YouTube with $1,500 car notes and don't have an emergency savings account. And the minute, because this is something else I've noticed, some YouTube channels are starting to slow down. Because I was checking out today, and I was seeing some of these channels, they're not getting the views. I think people right now are not in an investment framework. They're not in an investment state of mind. Melvin Richardson, in your opinion, what would be the industries or investments to make when things turn around? First investment you should make in yourself. You should not be putting money in the stock market. I would say give it 2 or 3 months to see what's going to happen, because this thing ain't going to be over no time soon. Because right now, China is waiting for a second round of infections. They're waiting for this, and this could stall their economy again. So once again, stocks are going to be on sale for many months. They're not, this ain't going to just disappear. You're just like, oh, if you didn't buy at the bottom of the market. And a lot of these personal finance channels, these guys are like, I'm going to buy in the market when it gets this. One guy said, I had these triggers and they all got flipped in one day. I mean, right now, what we're seeing is madness and pure panic. Josh Hill, you see, committee chairman Barr got caught short selling his holdings after telling folks that. Well, once again, everybody that had this lackadaisical attitude, they're now like reversing from that position. They're moving to a different set. They're coming at this thing totally different. CZ, I'm not convinced that digital hustles are the move right now. If this gets as bad as some people think, people definitely won't be spending money on digital products. Uh, I would vastly disagree with you because while people are home, they're going to be searching because right now it's just everybody got punched. But once people recover, get their win back, they're going to like, I got to figure out a way to make some money. And you think the competition for online income was fierce before, you're going to see people launching blogs. You're going to see people doing YouTube channels because even, let's see, let's look at, I meant to do some research of this. During the Great Depression, the unemployment rate was 24.9%. No credibility. People Google you, they find nothing. Yeah, that I don't think that's going to work. But for people who've been in the game, this is going to be open season. The expat home disagree business booming in my little group. Right now, DoorDash, Uber Eats is still bumping. Jeremiah Hampton, I agree 100%. Oh no, I'm using a 4K webcam. Now this is the DSLR, which I need to get more light because it keeps doing that refocusing thing. Because if I don't move, it's pretty good. But no, this is the webcam, and the webcam is actually a little bit better than the DSLR. The DSLR, I kind of have a lighting issue because I have to have the DSLR so far back where I can have the webcam like literally right here. So once again, I'm trying to up my game. Well, I don't think this is going to kill cash. Cash is already kind of dead because people are not really using cash. Tracy, on Monday, he's giving people that work at my job benefit packages, don't know what will be in them. Woo! Dexter, I don't know if they're going to cancel child support. It's a Sony. That right there is a Sony 6400. Well, about that panda life, the panda, you can't actually see the panda, and the panda's behind Batman. Yeah, people are using their credit cards and debit cards. But the checks are on the way, man. These checks are about to happen. The dollar's strong. And I'm really curious to see what's going to happen next month once these numbers come out because right now people are getting laid off left and right. You're getting laid off left and right, and it's really, really scary because we've never been here before. We have no clue to what's going to happen. And the highest rate of U.S. employment was 24% in 1933. During the Great Depression, unemployment remained above 14% from 1931 to 1940. I mean, this is coming. Because one of the things is, you still got some people talking about, are we going to have a recession? And they're like Dave Ramsey, because Dave Ramsey, had, I haven't watched him, but I know he went this thing. I got a cruise. I'm still going on. And I was like, Dave, you have no clue to how bad this thing is. Because essentially, if we don't get a grip on this, and the infection rates could literally reach a million. Millions of people could be infected. And the more people infected, the more people are going to die. I think Spain had 457 people die yesterday. So with this virus, we got to contain it. And I think right now you're going to see, because I am... Because I really fully expect a shelter-in-place order across the nation. I fully expect they tell everyone to stay home for 2 weeks to a month, if not longer, to reduce to flatten the curve of infections because, I mean, our hospital systems cannot deal with millions of sick people. We can't deal with that. That's the craziness thing because, I'm sitting here because one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to start pumping out a lot of training. Because one of the things that you guys got to do, let's see, hold on. Jobs are pretty much canceled. Market, Skin Champagne. You got to be marketing. Tracy, they're asking people not to file unemployment. These folks going to file unemployment. Baby Joe got to eat. Oh, cancel student loan debt. Oh, yeah, we're already in a recession. All these folks who are talking about potential recession, they're just in denial. Julio, we saw that with all these CEOs resigning. Kevin Davis, this is why they're doing this stimulus package. That's exactly why they're doing this stimulus package. Candace Dunn, I mean, there's folks gonna still be out and about. Well, I would have to set that camera on a certain focus, but once again, I'm not doing that right now. Troy Glover, I own a collision shop. Customer wrecked a new 2015 Altima, 13K, 27% interest, $503 a month for 5 years. Good Lord. The expat home. That is the craziest thing because all these guys talking about potential recession. We're in a recession right now. Make no mistake about it. I really don't know what's going to happen with the legal system and criminals. It's craziness. Pretty much. Once again, I'm going to start setting up the stream a little nice. But once again, these are scary times. So for the next few weeks, we're going to have people who are going to be staying home. Things are going to be kind of slow because we need more information. We need more data. And also, I'm getting ready to do a lot of training because essentially I've been through some very hard times, and I've never been through anything like this in my life. I've just been through some very hard personal times. Sierra Holly, they don't want to have to pay for these people. Shoot, more like a 2 week to 4 week lockdown. I mean, Candace Dia, that's right there is the truth. That's one of the big issues right now. Well, the dollar right now is one of the strongest assets on the planet right now. Bobby Yeck, my dad got laid off, and at 54, scared, doesn't even know to begin to describe the feeling. I'm still fighting for my own household, and it upsets me I can't come through for my dad. I mean, there's going to be a lot of cases like this. This is why, like right now, things are in a state of flux right now. But once again, you guys are going to have to start preparing to come out of this on the other side, because let's just go ahead and say the country gets locked down for 30 days. What are you going to do? You should be online learning new skills and taking this time, because they ain't going to kick you out your house. They're not going to cut your utilities off. They're going to send you a check for buy some groceries. You know, this is a time for you to prepare for a new career, to get your money up. Melvin, you know, right now, you this is the time to do this. Stephen Arthur, I kind of I agree with that, and this is why I call this a global reset. We're having a global reset because right now every country's impacted, and you know, someone that put up a map, I think it was Erica on Facebook, talking about that countries that where the people got malaria, they weren't being impacted by this. I don't know how true or not true that is, but literally every industrialized country is being impacted by this, and we're gonna have to press the pause button. And but once again, while this is happening, what are you doing to prepare for the future? Because this is going to be the future's coming, whether you're ready for it or not. I mean, I just see that coming, and you know, and this is one of the reasons I'm doing these live streams twice a day, to put out information to help people, and also to let you know that this could be a blessing for some people. Because, like, let's say you're in the position where you can work from home and your income doesn't get disrupted, you're gonna be good. But if you drive a Uber, you work at the airlines, you work at the hotels, you have an Airbnb. I mean, I'm talking massive devastation is happening to the people in these areas. Julio Torres, I heard these checks only for taxpayers that file taxes. That's CDC and UN doctors' data. Okay. You know, let's go ahead and see. I mean, this is impacting every country. Real estate's going to take a hit. And extraordinary money, you're going to need more than that. That's funny. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. All righty. Okay. That's strange. I don't know why it's doing that. All right. Okay. I don't know why it did that, but I don't really trust anything that comes out of Russia. Like the Chinese were lying about this for the longest until it just got too out of control and they had to start telling the truth. So Russia and China are known to be lying about stuff, so I really wouldn't trust their numbers. Would not trust them at all. All right. Tracy, yeah, they're not telling the truth because they're embarrassed. I would definitely be looking to learn a new skill set right now. I will 100%. Because one of the things that is happening is, we're going to be talking about economics. We're going to be talking about things we need to do to get our money up. Yeah, I recommend that, if you got cash, sit on your cash for a few weeks because, once again, we're watching these things all day where people were talking about, putting money in the stock market. And once again, be sure to check out this video. Savage Finance is dropping in the morning. At least the internet did not punk out on me this time. But be sure to check out Savage Finance and in the morning because I got a video that's going to be addressing that. And then Sunday, I'm going to have a video that's going to drop off about buying gold and silver because a lot of people are like, hey, you got to buy gold, you got to buy silver. I'm going to break that whole thing down of how you, because right now, you need to be working on holding your cash, reducing your expenses. If you are still employed, you still have money coming in, get on your knees and thank God because a lot of people don't. Right now, we may see 20% unemployment this year. That's going to be crazy. That's going to be crazy. You know, because all these folks are saying, like, get in the market. What good is it to get in the market when you don't have a job and you don't have no savings account? That makes no sense whatsoever. And I don't think the market is going to come back this year. This is me making a prediction. I feel that we're going to have this kind of bad economic activity for the rest of the year. I don't think there's going to be a rebound. I think it's just going to get worse and worse and worse because let's say we can snap our fingers and solve this problem. It will take months for these companies to come back from the losses that already happened. And we're still going down. We're still going down. Because a lot of people are getting laid off. A lot of people are getting laid off. MG, and I lost 8,000 in stocks, but I'm only invested when I was comfortable with losing. I stopped investing immediately. Yeah, like right now, don't panic sell. If you have, if you are in a situation where you've got money in the stock market and you don't need that money and you don't have to sell your stocks, you still got cash coming in, just leave your money in the market. Just leave it. Don't panic sell because you're going to lock in those gains. MG, here's the thing with dividends. Take Disney. Disney is a dividend paying stock. Disney gets 40% of its income from its theme parks. What's going on with their theme parks? They're all closed right now. So Disney's losing 40% of its income. And new movies and releases, all that stuff's on pause. Disney's going to take a hit. And if this thing keeps getting as bad as I feel it's going to get, you're going to see these companies suspend dividends. Macy's has been struggling for a while. Macy's is also another dividend paying stock. Roger Hayes, apps, good man, good man. Because I've been talking about this for a minute. I've been talking about this for a while. And for those of you who have listened and took action, you guys are good. Because I'm just assuming, I really don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. But I feel that we're going to get a handle on this thing. And I feel it's going to take 3 to 6 months. I feel that's where we're going to be. And I feel that we're going to have a mandatory nationwide quarantine. I feel that's coming. And I got to get ready for that because I got to make a few more trips to the grocery store to get enough food for a month. And I've already went to the pharmacy. I've already got all my medications. I went ahead and front loaded and refilled them. So I'm good for months on those. ESPN gets money from rights on. I didn't even think about that. You got your money stored in Bitcoin. Good luck. Ford suspended dividends. Timothy Salas, I do agree. I don't think business is going to go back to normal. I think what we're going to have is a situation where Many of these companies are going to go bankrupt because they're over leveraged. So we're going to have that situation going on. Wayman Brown, right now, I think everything. Thanks for the $2 super chat. I think right now everything's on chill. Real estate's on chill. Work's on chill. There's everything's on chill. Well, Benny, you know what's funny? When I go out, I don't run into anybody, and I had to go out and get some medicine, and I had to go out to run some errands, and I'm gonna have to go out and go to the grocery store. Yeah, Bitcoin's up right now. I showed that on this live stream. But once again, like right now, what you want to be doing if you're in a good situation is be prepping for your next move. Because right now we're still melting down. We still have a lot of unknowns. We don't know what's going to happen next week with this. We do know the government's going to send you a check. And, I think the thing is like, I'm not getting a check. I'm not getting a check. I'm not even looking at that. But many other folks are. Bitcoin's projected to hit $250,000. They were saying that in 2017. It was supposed to hit 30. It was supposed to hit 40. It was supposed to hit 50. I don't think it's going to happen. Alex Sanchez, you think after this outlook on capitalism will improve and worsen? I really don't know. I really don't know. But yes, cash is king at the moment. And, right now, people are pulling their cash out of the banks, which I think is kind of crazy because we don't have a banking crisis. And your money's going to be good and your money's going to be safe. However, you need to have a little cash in the house. I would say have like 1,000, maybe 2,000 cash in the house that you can put your hands on real quick. So I would say that. Side chick sitting lonely right now. Man, people ain't making moves. Like, I'm not on any dating apps. So I don't know what's going on with that. But I would say that everybody's kind of, except young folks. Young folks are doing all kind of crazy stuff. So once again, all right. So this is what's happening. I got a link. I got a new mindset course that's going to be the critical mindset course. I'm going to do that between Friday and Sunday. Go ahead and get that. For those of you who want to be YouTubers, you can go ahead and jump on that. And I will see you guys later.